Want to check in with former Alaska governor and Fox News contributor Sarah Palin. She is here to answer your Twitter questions, and we have many, and they're all over the map. Governor, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, and hey, more power to that guy. He knows all about living life vibrantly, evidently.
He absolutely is a daredevil. Let me ask you, because some say you're a daredevil for having gone toe-to-toe with Vice President Joe Biden in the vice presidential debate 4 years ago. What did you make of this week's debate?
Well, I think once everyone was able to wade through the odd style that was chosen by Joe Biden and really get to the substance of what the points that were being made, I think that it was a given that Paul Ryan won that debate as he talked about private sector growth and opportunity and jobs to be created if government would just get out of the way. That was pretty much the foundation points, and I think that obviously that's the solution to the economic woes that America is facing today.
All right, I want to get to some of the Twitter questions, and many of them are debate related. So the first comes to us from Betty Duncan. She wants to know what advice you would give to Mitt Romney for this next debate, which will be a little different than the first one that we saw between the two presidential contenders.
Really try hard to convince us that the big, centralized, dysfunctional government of ours in Washington, D.C. can become as irrelevant in our lives as possible again so that the private sector can grow. Really, government is getting in the way of the entrepreneurial spirit and job creators, and hopefully Governor Romney will be able to talk about that. And then hopefully he won't engage with President Obama, who will no doubt argue who should be hit with tax increases come January. I would like both candidates to talk about why nobody should be hit with more tax increases, why government shouldn't be trying to take more of our fruits of our labor and our levels of productivity. Keep that in the private sector so that people can, the job creators can create more jobs and get that unemployment number down.
Okay. Our next question comes from JMDADY, not sure how to pronounce that, wants to know, would you ever accept the Secretary of State position?
Ooh, you know, I don't see an offer like that coming. I don't foresee that, but you know, if there's something that I can do to help our country and help in a conservative administration who understands what it takes to protect America via being friendly to our allies and being tough with our enemies, I certainly would consider helping in any manner that I could.
All right, something else, a request of you. This comes from Republican Soldier. It says, would you please take me hunting? You are the epitome of an American woman, and I pray to find someone just like you someday. That comes from the Republican Soldier.
Oh, that is just so absolutely wonderful. And yeah, it is. We're in the midst of hunting season. We're filling our freezer with fresh organic wildlife, feeding our children that we believe is most healthy for our kids. You know, God provided it for us, and as we responsibly harvest it, we're thankful for the opportunities. And thank you, soldier. We love you. You are America's finest. You are our hero. Thank you.
And speaking of children, we got a question that we got last time as well. People always want to know. This comes from Ron DeVito on Facebook. How is Trig doing these days?
Trig is doing absolutely wonderfully. We're heading over tonight to L.A. to watch Bristol on Dancing with the Stars, and we're actually going to bring Trig with us in the studio to sit through one of Bristol's dances, and we're crossing our fingers that he'll hang in there, but he's doing wonderful. Rowdy little healthy 4-year-old and just the light of our lives.
Okay, and another one I have to ask you. I don't have the name in front of me, but I thought it was an interesting tweet. They wanted to.
How many? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know.
Is that classified information?
Even more. Put it that way.
Okay, and we have a lot of folks who want to know specifically what advice that you would give about issues we're dealing with, the energy policy here in the U.S., what could be done to move things forward, and what your advice would be for the next president, whomever it may be.
Whomever it may be, I will certainly hope it is someone who understands that we have wonderful opportunities for energy independence in America. That's what I am hoping that our next president will understand, that we do have untold numbers of, well, we have billions and billions of gallons of safe domestic crude underneath our lands, and we haven't been able to tap into those because of government regulations and fears of extreme environmentalists who would rather see us outsource the opportunities for energy independence and energy developments to countries that do not safeguard the environment, that do not safeguard their workforce. Here in America, we have the highest standards on earth, and we need to be tapping our own resources. And you know, we can tap into the clean, green, natural gas that we have that is so absolutely plentiful in North America. There are so many things that we could and should be doing to allow that energy independence. And our next president has got to understand this, Shannon, because there is that inherent link between energy and prosperity and energy and security. We're on the wrong road today under Obama when it comes to energy, as he subsidizes even foreign countries' offshore drilling and then bans our own offshore drilling. It's a ridiculous situation that we're in. It's unacceptable.
And Governor, I don't know if you heard the news. We just heard about 45 minutes or so ago that former Senator Arlen Specter had passed away. He served on Capitol Hill for decades. Your reaction to his passing?
Very sad, of course, for his loved ones especially. I was able to meet Senator Specter along the way on the campaign trail, and anyone who is willing to serve their fellow man in public office, you know, it takes guts, it takes determination and fortitude. I appreciate all of his years of service to our country. Very sad for his family, of course.
Okay, another question for you. Will you run in 2016 if Romney doesn't win, or in 2020? And would you consider Condi Rice as an all-female ticket as your VP?
Wouldn't that be cool, an all-female ticket? Maybe that's part of the answer America needs. I am obviously still thinking about running in the future for an office that would allow that the effective policies that America needs. We have a good track record, having served in the past local, state level of government, really engaging in the relentless reform that's needed, clean fix, and rein in the growth of government. I think I could put some of that experience to good use on a national level. So obviously still thinking about it, but we'll see what the future holds.
All right, former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin, always a favorite with our Twitter followers. Thank you for taking time to answer their questions today, and good luck to Bristol.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.